What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and this is an Emphatic War recap. It's a good one, not versus Olympus Kings, by the way, but it is the one versus Red Onslaught. So it was a war previously. Let's have a little look, and as you can see, so close in terms of percentage. We almost lost it, obviously, and it was, oh my god, it was such a good one. Quite a few Town Hall 10 trips either side, so I think up to base number 11. So Chase was our bottom Town Hall 10, and I think number 10 was theirs as well, which is Canarossans. Oh god, I can't pronounce that. So yeah, quite a few trips. So what I've decided to do again, which I did in the previous war recap, is to split it down to Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 raids. So I hope you guys are okay with that. This is the Town Hall 9 front. Some pretty good raids actually. So I hope you're ready to get stuck into that. So yeah, the war was won on the Town Hall 10 front really, and Town Hall 11 and those attacks, but you still need to 3-star all the Town Hall 9, so let's have a look at how our guys did that and what sort of strategies we were using. So this is a hand selection of raids that I've chosen to replay, and we're starting with Dax on number 22. There is a reason I chose this one, and you'll see that as the raid progresses. So it's a base that the Holy used to use a long time ago in Clash of Clans, which is very difficult to 3-star. And quite a few of their guys actually ran this base. I think 3 of them, because I 3-starred it as well. So yeah, they did have a couple of base repetitions within their clan, which I never recommend. As soon as you crack it once, everyone could either replicate the strategy, or the funny thing was people did it. Everyone attacked it in a different way. And I suppose that's the point of these recaps and why I show these attacks, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, more than one way to approach a base, and it's interesting to see other people's ideas and what they do to maybe add that thought process to your arsenal, or to at least when you see a base, at least you'll know different ways to approach it. So what he's doing now is doing a bit of a queen walk, and you'll notice that a lot of raids in this recap are starting with an archer queen walk, because it's so efficient and effective. It's just and with the added boost of extra time, with the added boost of time that you get these days as well, with the extra 30 seconds, it's pretty much a no-brainer to just do a queen walk in every single raid that you do for war, because you can get a lot of value from that, and a lot of defences out of the way before the raid even really commences. So what's happened is the queen walk's met up with the golem. Well, there's 2 golems there. I think there's a golem in the CC. He drops the king in. The healers have switched target, which isn't actually that much of an issue, because the healers will carry on healing the golems, which means they're going to be tanking as long as no side defences pick on the queen. And because he's opened at the base with an earthquake, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, he didn't, if there's a hound or a golem in the CC, you can not bring a poison and just get away with bringing the earthquake. He used a rage for the 1 spell, and he's got 2 heal spells, and you're about to see the reason why I chose this raid to show this video. And you'll see now he's sending in all the hogs onto the point defences, and there's not any real massive giant bomb threats left, which is kind of the point here, because he has no reason yet to drop a heal spell, so he's still holding on to them. He's still got hogs to drop, and the queen goes, and unfortunately she died there. Now, in some of the versions of this base, the giant bombs are next to that air defense, but they're not on this one, and all the hogs are there. They are going to take down the skelly traps, but look, he's walked away with 2 swag spells out of 4 technically, because if you count the quad earthquake as 1, you count the rage and then the 2 heal spells. He half his spells he came back with, which was really cool. And I love it when people swag out spells and stuff. So fair play. Next on the show is a raid done by Emphatic Echoes, which is obviously one of our mini, our only sort of mini account that a few different people raid on, but the thing I liked about this raid is because he's only got low level heroes, level 15, level 16, still able to get the 3-star, and you'll see how, well, using the Loon strategy on this one, the max attack version of it. So taking down quite a lot of defences at the start of the raid, which I liked. A lot of wizards are there, taking down all the point defence, but once all those point defense are done, you know, they're not going to be doing any further damage. So he drops the rage. He's going to drop the heal spell down soon as well to help keep those guys going inside. And he needs to try and make it to the queen, because of the queen's position, she's naturally going to jump over the wall towards them anyway. The heal spell's there. The barbarians are there. Everything's going to start running onto the queen. She goes down pretty quick, and once she's dealt with, that's that. He's now free to start the Loon. He's got 2 air defences left. The funny thing is he actually ends up taking an air defence down with his kill, a 3rd air defence down with his kill squad anyway. So yeah, this was pretty much an absolute destruction of this base. You'll see here the hounds are sat on the 1st air defence, the loons are moving in. He's saved quite a few loons for the back end. And the queen now, watch what she does. She's taking down the air defence, so he drops a couple of loons down the bottom side. No air targeting defences down there, so sends in another couple at on the west side of the base, and that's it. The loons are going to take it down. Got a hound left. Not much in terms of cleanup, so he's relying on loons to go and do all the splash. So could have done with an extra wizard or 2 to help with the cleanup, but it didn't matter too much, and he got the 3-star, which is the important thing. So great raid, really cool, really interesting. If that extra hound would have popped, it would have shaved a lot of time off the raid as well. But yeah, I suppose he didn't expect his queen to get that final air defense. Anyway, moving up to, where are we next? Number 19. Yep, with Kryptonite. Let's have a little look. Crypt did an AQW Goo. Goo is one of my, and as you guys know, you've seen so many Goo on my live attacks. It really is my favourite strategy, and mixing it in with the Queen Walk. This is my go-to army raid. If I don't have much time in war, I can't get to, you know, I'm busy with the kids or whatever, the thing I will do is I'll just build an AQW Goo, and then I will tune it once I've gone into the raid, once I've analysed the raid that I'm going to do. So I might even pre-cook it before I've even looked at what base I'm going to take, and then just tune it, whether it's a jump or an earthquake, depending on what's on the CC, or whether it's 1 heal spell, 2 heal spells, or, you know, I'll just tune it as I see fit. But it's great for a little stock army for me, because I can pretty much attack any base with it. This video isn't all going to be AQW Goo. As you can see, I started with a Loon, and yeah, there's a couple of interesting raid choices coming up as well soon, which I thought was quite nice. Taking down the hound now, so he's taken down the enemy queen, the enemy hound. He's now at this point, while the queen's engaged with it, trying to break in his golems. Now, unfortunately, he got a wall breaker failed due to splash damage from the mortar shell. So he's having to do it the hard way. Using the wizards to funnel first, because that's a clever idea. Once you've established it, you need to manually break in, giving the king and Valks no choice, and then you can see slowly dropping them down, getting them to break in. Here the queen is still taking down defences now. She is relatively low on health, but once the point defence goes down, she should start regaining, as you can see she's doing now. Lovely heal spell there for the king and the Valkyries, and they're going to keep pushing through now. They've got a route through to a large portion of the base. I love those couple of hogs on the initial on that cannon as well. Even though the wizard would have taken it down, those hogs are going to go up, help take down. They're going to trip a skelly trap as well, help take down a bit of the air defense, which they did. Another heal spell's there for those guys, and then he can look at using the hogs for the remainder of the base. So it's just going to target the key areas. The queen's moving around towards the west, so she doesn't need to worry about like 9 o'clock. So uses a lot of the hogs up north. I'd have dropped a couple on that archer tower. However, it didn't matter too much because they moved to it after anyway. And you can see everything sort of moving in now, and so many troops left. So effortlessly minus the wall breaker fail part. But it's just the rest of it. It's just so smooth. So many troops left towards the end of this raid. It was an absolute massacre. So great job to Kryptonite, embracing our signature strat. That's awesome. Paul in next with Go Drag, which is an interesting raid. AQ Walk in as well, of course. So a couple of minions down to start the funnel process, and The point of doing this strategy is you either need to get all defences down, or if there is one left, you need to be able to target it quickly, because air defences wreck dragons. So you see what he's doing here. You can get 2 air defences with the Queen Walk. He will need to break her in, but he can do it. And the other 2, he should be able to get through. Has he got? Is that lightning? No, it's not lightning. He's basically just going to try and rage his kill squad into it. So with a golem in there, the king in there, he's just trying to brute force his way through. So the queen is starting to head south. Look, you can see she's going to the entry point. Golem's down, wizards into funnel. Not too many defences hitting the golem. The wall breakers are all down. The entry point has been created. The jump spell will get them in deeper. Wizards are going, and they're going to help take down the cannon in a moment. The golem is heading towards it now anyway. Here comes the queen with the king. The healers might switch, we don't know yet. And there everything goes. Unfortunately, the air defense is hitting the healers straight away, but everyone is there now to try and stop it from taking it down any further. He has encountered a hound, which is he has to deal with the CC at some point. Unfortunately, it's going to be now. And he's trying to get the extra air defenses here, so a little bit of luck, a little bit of hopefully something can go right for him and he can get it down. King's on the 1 air defense. Is that going to pop? Not yet. Queen's taking down the pups. There is that's another rage spell he's dropped down by the look of it. Queen's in a good position now. He needs those pups to finish up. There goes the 3rd air defense. Is he going to get the 4th? Just about with the Golemites, giving him just the opportunity he needed to get it. And he's going to get an expo as well, which is huge. Here comes some loons. He's hasting in to get the job started, take down some point defense, and then meet them up with the dragons. So the loons will die. They're not going to get too much down. I think taking down that sweeper is going to be kind of key here, which he did. And then he's just going to let the dragons sit through the rest of the raid and take it down. Wizard down on the right hand side to clear out the trash buildings there. The dragons are all converging over towards the 10 o'clock, where they take down the final couple of defences and buildings, and the raid is done. So very interesting attack by Paul, which is why I showed it. Love a bit of go drag. Next one on our agenda is number 17, which is by Blaine. So let's have a little look at what Blaine does. Interesting base design, and this one's more of a how would you describe this one? It's a go holo. Anyway, he's doing sort of is it stoned? Is it a triple golem or a double? Triple. So 3 golems in. Look. Oh, what's in the CC actually? Is that no? Yeah, there's a hound in the CC. So it's a Goho Lalo. I don't know. Goho Laloon. I'll be stuck on that one for a while. Anyway, big kill squad in to go and take down some. The queen. Some defences as well. What's going to happen is he's targeting different parts of the base with different bits of the army. So up around 12 o'clock he's going to be hitting with the hogs. Over I think sort of 9 o'clock he's going to be using loons to go and take down those defences. So, and he's got a hound as well to tank for the air defence that will be left as well. So it's a really interesting army comp. I've seen Blaine do it a few times. It's an army that I would never feel comfortable doing, I don't think. Now the golem's in a good spot here. Let's see how it all pans out. Look, the hogs are moving in. They're under heal spell. They're coming across a couple of testers and an expo, so a lot of HP and DPS there all at once. Queen is on good health and she's still moving around. You can see the hounds going in with the loons on the back end now. And look, the defences are slowly but surely going down. Unfortunately, the hogs haven't done as well as I would have guessed he wanted the hogs to do a little bit better than that. That Tesla survived, the cannon survived. So it's a little bit gutting on that side of it. But loons are moving through, taking the defences down. He is slowly running out. It's going to be this one was a bit of a close one, and that clutch loon is carried on going. But the golems actually go up and end up cleaning 2 defences. Will they go and get the mortar? We're about to find out. They're out of range, so it's going to take a while, but I think they eventually will. The queen's probably going to get there first and go and kill it, though, to be honest, because she's quicker. There it is. Really, it wasn't as it was closer than I first thought it was, to be honest. But hey ho. I did do 2 3-stars this war. The second one, the other one was a bit. This one wasn't great either, but I thought I'd show at least one of them. But well, with this raid, what did I want to happen? Yeah, I wanted to break the queen in, so she could start moving inside the base. But I did a wall breaker fail, which didn't help. Right next to that arch tower over there. So you can see I've guided my queen in. I want her to go sort of around the base clockwise. Her path is starting to be set that way. She is going back for the wizard tower and probably the other wizard tower, but then ultimately she should push the way I wanted to, which was clockwise. So here's a moment of truth. She's gone for the spell factory. Look, then she'll go for the arch tower, and then we are good. So at this point now, I'd already done the wall breaker fail, so I ended up having to earthquake open to get her in, because I wanted her to take down some defences there and be of some use. Now, the other part of the raid for me was to break in. That giant and hog were meant to go and kill that cannon, which they didn't, which was again a slight fail there. That was annoying. Broke in, golems going in, the wizards are funneling, and I'm sending in my Valkyries and King. Their job, because the queen's engaged the CC. Now I did want, which because I failed on the wall breakers and ended up having to earthquake the queen in, it slowed down the rest of my raid, because my plan was to get the King and the Valkyries to pull the hound and not the queen. I had no reason for the queen to engage the hound. I could have just sort of distracted from it. Wow, that's really annoying. Anyway, it didn't quite work out that way, so I ended up having to let the queen deal with them. The Barb King and the Valks moved through. They got stuck in that compartment, but I'd already got the hogs sort of coming in on different angles to try and take down the remaining point defense, and you can see they start converging. Eventually the Expo is the biggest threat now. The queen is still in a good spot. She is getting hit by the sweeper, but the arch tower is about to go down. A frustrating Tesla is there as well. So yeah, it ended up working out okay for me in the end. The queen went in and took down the final defence. My troops moved through and cleared up for me somewhat nicely. Didn't have a good bunch of hogs left in the end, but I did make some mistakes happen. It wasn't a perfect raid by any means, but I ended up walking away with the 3. So 2 raids left we're going to show. This one's by Alpha, which is a Queen Walk Goverho again, and then we're going to finish on the final raid of the Town Hall 9's part of this war. So Red Onslaught are obviously a war clan. Town Hall 9, 10 and 11 like us. War has evolved pretty drastically since the update, particularly with the addition of Town Hall 11s, the change, the extra time. Town Hall 10 3-stars are happening more frequently. I predict that within the next 3 to 6 months Town Hall 9 will be non-existent in the Fair Play clan community. Because it's just it's on its decline. A lot of people feel that way, myself included, and the challenge is starting to disappear now, and people are striving for a little bit of difficulty, and you'd get that, and that's what Town Hall 10 we think might be slightly patched again by Supercell, and it might become the new mainstream sort of go-to Town Hall level for good war. So we think Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 are going to become more focused in wars. Obviously some clans will still have 7s, 8s and 9s. That will always be the way for low level war clans, but I think that's just a mini prediction of mine. Whether it comes true or not, we're going to see. Anyway, King Valks are going in. It's looking good over there. They're with the I can't believe how many texts I'm getting. They're with, they've got the hand with them. This is the way I sort of wanted my raid to go, really. Breaking the queen in, she's going taking down some defences. Look, the golems and the golem Valks and King are distracting the hound. The hogs are coming in, distracting, taking down the defences that are sort of shooting inside. And it's all just working a little bit smoother. So it's a bit of an idea of what I wanted to do with my raid. It just didn't. You can see that sometimes when I do raids, they look really smooth and they look like they're it all just comes together. But sometimes it's just a bit crazy. And it's as simple as this: when things start to go off course, off plan, and you have to adapt and change things up, it can look sloppier and more difficult. And when it all comes together correctly, it just looks straightforward. On this one there is quite a bit of cleanup, and the hound has popped in the end, so having to take that down. So yeah, didn't matter in the end. Got the 3. Dark Elixir Storage being the final building to go down. So let's have a look at the final Tunnel 9. I want to show in this walk, which is number 12, which is an attack by Nazca, which is a go drag again with an AQ walk. So let's have a little look at the raid, what and why he did it, and how he did it as well. How he did it. So minions at the start to create the funnel, pretty straightforward there. No air defense to take them down. Minions on the other side to create the funnel as well. So just taking down some free buildings here, using the minions to do so. The Queen is on her walk has started. He doesn't need to drop the healers just yet. Wanted to get them on a good angle so they weren't going to get hit by anything strange. Sweeper going down, Mortar's going to go down soon as well, and you can see the minions are starting to die off now at the top side. They've drawn out the Tesla. There are 4 Teslas up there, by the way, next to each other. So there's a mini Tesla farm, which you'll have to deal with, which the dragons will be raided straight onto. He has got 2 lightnings and a quake to take down an air defense. So we're going to see how it all goes. Queen walk started. Look, the golem's coming in, starting to put some wizards down to create the funnel, and the Queen is going to meet the King, and they're all going to charge in and try and do some serious damage. Now you'll see that with the 2 air defenses there, once he's created the path, he should get that 3rd air defense, because the troops should naturally follow that corridor, which they're going to go into, and head up to that 3rd air defense. That's the plan. Then he can zap quake the other 4th air defense. He's got no air defenses left, and then he should be able to just drag the rest of the base. That's the plan. You can see it's going well so far. King, the Rage, is there to help them out. Working good. Golem moving through. Look, air defense 1 and 2 about to go down. There they go. Queen is taking some buildings down on the route. The healer has switched target, you can see. Once that cannon's gone, there's nothing major going to hurt her though. And this is the point now. She's heading over to where the beauty spot is, which is that 3rd air defense. The Expo got distracted. There she is. She's going to take the arch tower down first though, then the air defense. So there's number 3. There's the zap quake. Air defense number 4 gone down. Here come the dragons. Look, straight away they're onto a Tesla farm and the Queen, so he's got a rage spell to help them out. Here we go. Rage is going down. There they go. 2 Teslas done. Queen done. More loons going in, and it's all just happened. There was a seeking air mine there, you probably saw. Loons are just to help out the extra defenses. You're going to have another couple of loons in from the other side, look, which are going to help take down some buildings as well. So all in all, with an amazingly planned kill squad, he's been able, and some key little loons there, he's been able to absolutely trash this base. It was a really, really nice raid. I was really happy to be able to finish on this one, keeping it in chronological order, and that's that. We'll wrap up this war because all the magic, well, not all the magic, but most of the crazy goings on, and the win was decided in the Tunnel 10 and Tunnel 11 game. So we'll pick that up in the next video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.